No, I know my title. Hey everyone. I know my title's probably gonna bring in some trolls. No, I shouldn't have done it. Uh, I talked to myself a little bit before I went on, so maybe my voice won't be so bad. It doesn't sound so bad like it started out the last couple of ones. Oh no, it's getting there, isn't it? Oh no, mute, 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 mute. Okay. Um, you know, before I get into the itches you can't scratch, I really don't know what to do with this. I really don't know what to do with this. It's like when I plan, like I want to say, oh, I'm gonna have a subject. I want to talk about something, and I start preparing for it, like how I want to do the what is it called, Winchester. Here we go again. Here's my voice. But when I start to plan for something and I want to take little notes and everything for it, it stops me. It stops me from doing it. And it's like you're taking the fun out of this. And I'm like, well, how am I going to find the fun? I lost the fun. I don't know how to find the fun again. Hey, sweetums. Man, have I been having withdrawals? Really? I only missed one night. You missed a couple of nights, yeah. But I'm trying to figure this out, and I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to. I don't know how to keep it going without feeling like crap. Because I sort of knew my mind would do that when I tried to plan out something, because it just never works when I try to plan out something. And it's like, no, just keep the free flow going. But then when I keep the free flow going, I feel like I suck. Um, so I don't know what to do. And I want this to suck. But I'll talk about the itch that haven't been able to scratch all day. And when a few more people come in, if a few more people come in, I'm kind of hyper today because I slept during the middle of the day, so that I get a little bit of hyperness. And then I don't know, I'm feeling like crap physically or mentally. I always feel like crap both ways, but I'm feeling like crap when it's coming to this whole YouTube thing. Um, I want something more constructive as far as just a form, like something to um, concentrate on, talk about, where it's more where I'm like, like talking. I have a subject, you get it, but anytime I try to do that, like I try to plan ahead, my brain just won't do it. And then it makes me just not do the YouTube thing at all. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to keep doing this, I have to figure out something, but it doesn't have to feel like it can't feel like a chore. If it feels like a chore, I won't do it anymore. I don't know why my brain always does that to me. I feel like it feels like betrayal, really, because I'm like, I don't know how to get it where it could be sort of in between. Hey Nana, welcome in. Nice to see you in here. Um, like a consistent format for the channel. Yeah, and it doesn't have to, like, it's always going to be off of different subjects because that's just, I don't want it to be about one thing, but I just want to keep it interesting for more people to try to come. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? You know, what am I doing right? I don't know these things. And the only thing that I know is for me to do it now. Hey, Winter Moon, happy to see you in here. I hope you're doing okay. Well, as best as you can. I know you are. No, no, weren't you supposed to have like eye something today, or was I don't I might have got you confused with Mama Dove, but if not, did you have something done with your eyes? You guys, I'm hyper. I'm sorry. You're not gonna hear me very often hyper, but I am hyper because I got sleep after I don't know how many days, and then I also ate some ice cream, so I'm hyper. Christopher says Barbie. Okay, hi Christopher. Going through it. I hope you are doing well. Missed you. We missed you too in here. I know. Take your time, Winter Moon. Stay strong. Like I said, it will get easier in time, even though it doesn't feel like it. Cataract surgery? I don't know. I don't know if that's what Nana. Like I said, I might have got confused with Mama Dove. I'm not really sure. No, it was a mammogram. Oh, but you're scheduled. Okay, a mammogram. I think that's. Well, what are those? I forgot. And I sent you the book on grief. Oh, that's sweet. Jesus loves you all. Thank you, Eli. Okay, since there's enough people, I'll just say, I'm sorry, but I'll use the word chipple. But today, I had a chipple thing, right? And I'm like, how are there itches that you really can't scratch? Because you can't scratch your chipple with it like it's not like a surface scratch, you know. So I was getting tortured all day. I'm like, why is this so itchy? What the heck is going on? And I'm like, I can't get to it. Has anybody ever had their chipple itch before? I know that people that don't know what chipple is, they can't really guess what it is. It's pretty clear. I know they're probably like, what the hell is she talking about? But today was one of those days where I'm like, why is this a thing? Why do we have an itch where we really can't scratch it? Because you can't scratch that because it's like I said, it's not a smooth surface. Yeah, it's like a deep, deep down scratch, and you don't want to end up hurting your sensitive chipple. But I was like smacking it and everything today. I'm like, what the heck? I'm telling you, it lasted for a couple hours, and I was going crazy. I'm like, this. What the heck is the purpose of having an itch here, and you really can't scratch it? So, has anybody else has that problem? Let me know. I thought I would make that the topic of today's. Oh, I need to come up with a subject. Then I come up with have you ever had has your chip ever itched and what did you do about it? Uh, my chipples aren't that sensitive. I can scratch them really, but you scratch them, you feel relief. It's because it's such a it's like there's no I don't know it's not like a flat surface or whatever, so it's like even if you scratch the outside of it, it's not. I didn't get relief. What kind of ice cream did you had? I had the Ben and Jerry, the Sunday one, the cookie Vermonster. Can you show your face? Can you show your face? My face is there where you can see it, and there are other videos on my channel that you can see my face. So I'm showing as much as my face is showing of your face. Please respect your choice to not show. My face is there though, it's like my face is on my channel, so it's not like if you didn't look at my channel, you wouldn't see my face. It's me on Thursday. We're going to wait. Thursday we're going to the pub. Wait. Or swipe up if you don't like it. Like really, I wouldn't ever go on anybody's channel and be like, "Oh, can you do this differently?" Obviously, it's the way it's done for a reason. People are just want to be rude, I think. But I just got to remember, hey, remind me, you guys, I'm the mod. Unless my sister or somebody comes in here, in case I do got to get rid of somebody, I got to remember I got to get rid of them. Um, wait, Peel, wait, what am I missing here? What country you live? What country do you live? I live in America. Um, oh, I think Sweetums and Nana are talking to each other, I guess. I think. Um, Oh, okay. I was wondering what was. I was like, oh, so she's going Thursday. Okay, I get it. I get it. Um, but yeah, that was my dilemma because the itching was not. No matter what I could do, like I said, oh my god. Okay. When I try for new people, they want to be fucking assholes. So, goodbye, Ron, the asshole. I thought you meant a friggin' chip. Well, it literally was both because it was like I couldn't reach the itch, and then I'm like, well, this is my life. This is my life. It's like a chipple itch, where there's something there. It's itching, and I'll never be able to get to it and get the relief because it's not going to happen. It's more of an inner thing. And no matter how much I could scratch the whatever surface I had, I'm never gonna get relief. That's so it turned into both. Like I have this thing that's bothering me, and I cannot quite grasp not chipple itch. But that's what it is, like a chipple itch to me, because it's like I said, no matter how much on the outside I scratch it, uh, I can't get to it. Sorry, man, my mind is kind of slow these days. Oh no, Nana, what you don't think you're like you don't know what we're talking about? I hope you know what we're talking about. But I can't get to it and I'm like, is it because of the I don't know, the size of mine or what? I don't know. I don't get it. My life is a chipple itch. Exactly. Really. I'm telling you, that's what it is because it was, like I said, it was itching and I could not give it any relief. Yeah, I hope you're okay, Nana. Ouch! Ice on a chipple? Have you tried me ice on a chipple? I don't think that would feel very good. But I'm saying I sometimes can't explain myself. Oh, I know. I just didn't understand. The only thing I didn't understand was um when you and Sweetums were going back and forth. I thought you were talking to me, but you were talking to Sweetums. That's the only thing I misunderstood. But then Sweetums said it was about the peel box, so I got it. If you can't get to the deep down itch, maybe. Well, that's what it was, a deep down itch. But not, ouch, ice on a chipple? You could do that? I wouldn't do that. No way, that would hurt. Yeah, we could understand you, Nana. I just was misunderstanding when you guys were talking about the P.O. box, that's all. Um, I don't think ice would work. That would kind of hurt. It's not too good. My back is hurting. Nana, have you ever tried a TENS unit for your back? Um, it's spelled TANS unit. Um, like sometimes they use it. I don't know if you ever went to like physical therapy for your back or anything. Sometimes they use it during that, but that gives relief to your back at least when it's on your back. Like for me, when it's on my back, I get some relief. But some people get it also when it's off, like it helps their pain throughout the day, even when they don't have it on. But to get a little relief, I have to put my TENS unit on. That helps with a lot of pain around the body. You just have to watch out, like keep it away from your spine though. But put it on the sides of your back. Um, I wouldn't do it, but if I need relief from mosquito bites, I apply ice on my legs and stuff. Yeah, that's totally different than your chipple sweet. um, or even Salonpas patches. Well, a TENS unit is electric pulses. So it has like these little pads that are hooked up. You hook up to this like little machine, and it does like massage pulses through your, using your muscles to massage. It sounds scary, but it's not. Hey, Desi. But you might be able to get a little bit of relief from that if you wanted to try it. I know Amazon has them. They're not that expensive. I know they're way less expensive than if you try to go through insurance and your doctor. It is muscle pain or nerve pain, regardless of what that is. That will help. Um, that usually helps. Like I have all the types of pains, every pain in the world, and sometimes the only thing that stops it. Well, like I said, I don't think it stops it. I think just feeling the pulses from the TENS unit helps replace just feeling the pain all the time. I think TENS unit, yeah, they're around $25, and they're a lot like smaller and stuff than they used to be. So I don't know if would you use a TENS unit, Nana, or you think you'd be too scared to? Because I know a lot of people think when it comes to like the electrical pulses, I think a lot of people think that's scary, but it's not. I use it almost for everything, like mostly every pain it helps on my body. Maybe I should try that on my chip. No, I'm just joking. I would never try that in such a sensitive area. That was really a joke. I'm trying to reach my ginger ale. Yeah, pain. I've never tried pain patches. You're too scared. Yeah. It's really not a scary. I know it sounds scary, but it's not. I'm telling you, if it's like getting a little, it's like a massage. It massages it like moves your muscles in massage form. It literally feels like a massage going on your back. Like it will go in waves and stuff. Like feel like a massage. Tens on the chipples? No. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. No, I was just joking. But I was like, that might make it stop itching. But good thing it stopped itching. I didn't think it ever would. Because I was trying to go to sleep earlier and I couldn't. When I had sciatica pain, I used an ice pack on my back and it helps if that's the cause. Yeah. For me, like I said, I went through the ice pack. I went through always having a heating pad on there after the ice, and it wasn't until I just started using the TENS unit all the time. And now they have TENS unit that you could charge like on the USB instead of like use going through a whole bunch of batteries. Oh my gosh, I remember how much batteries I would go through. And then you don't have to like the patches that it has, like they don't wear down as much if you learn a little thing where you could like re-wet them for the stickiness so it could last a little bit longer. But that is kind of tricky because you have to re-wet them in a way where you're not going to get shocked. But it's not scary as long as you put the electro pads down and you don't try to like put your fingers under there while the machine's still on, it's not scary. Just don't do that part. I used AA batteries before it was rechargeable. You had AA batteries for a tens unit? Usually, well, at least the ones I've had the. Oh yeah, they did have was a AA at first, but then the second one I had used the what are those ones that you stick your tongue on to see if they're still working? Whatever the square batteries, I had one with that, and then now the one I have now, I could just use USB charge. Way easier. I feel like it works better too. I use a back scratcher for the parts I can't reach. No, I'm asking what type of batteries I've never used. Oh, well, that's what they take. Yeah, the first one I had took AA. But the second one took the 9 volt, and now the one I have now is just USB. I would say go for the USB route if you try to get one. USB is way better. I feel like it holds a longer charge, and the charge is stronger. Like, it just feels like it has more power to it. And you're not just throwing out a bunch of batteries, because that's never good. But just think about the tens unit. Like, if you can, Nana, like, try to look up what it is and read about it. And like I said, it's not like something that's gonna shock you. Um, and it will work for whether it's nerve or muscle pain. It helps just stimulation, and like I said, it's like a little massage. When I first used the 10 unit, the first couple of years, they didn't come with instructions like avoid these areas and stuff. The last one I got said avoid a lot of areas. And I'm like, well, they should have said this from the beginning years ago. I think now so many things are coming out with don't do this, don't do that. It's like a little crazy. Like, I just bought crystals not too long ago, and it came with a whole booklet of don't wipe it off with this, don't wipe it off with that. And I'm like, you know how long I've had crystals and didn't know, um haven't been doing stuff like they say that is now a whole booklet of don't do's and don'ts. Off topic, but the mug heater thing you guys were talking about yesterday looks like a mini hot plate, like a coaster with a heater element that's plugged in. Yeah, I saw them before. I just gotta look them up a little bit more. But even with that, I don't got. I know I could make space for that little thing. So, um, it's like nerve. Yeah, the doctor just gave you a back brace. Um, maybe when I don't know if you're gonna see the doctor soon again, but maybe if you do, if you're a little scared to try it on your own, just ask him or her about the tens unit, because usually they suggest it. I don't know why a lot of places don't suggest the tens unit for a lot of stuff. But yeah, I gotta look at that. There's not much use to pain medication. Hardly any doctors want to give out pain medication for anything anymore. They'll just tell you to do like Motrin or Tylenol and call it a day. That's why I said that's when the TENS unit comes in. I use one called Bare Back and Body. But it's an NSAID, yeah. I will. They wanted to do surgery, but he said I was too overweight. I really love that excuse. But I know a lot of people that do surgery for the back. It really just doesn't do anything. I feel like they go get into bigger problems when it comes to that. But yeah, back surgery. I love how they're like, oh, well, you should do surgery, but you're too overweight. But the problem is, if somebody was able to address the issue and all that other stuff, if a surgery were to really help your back, if you have problems and it makes you can't move, you move way less because of your pain. I hate that reason when they do that because it's like, well, if you actually could help the problem with a surgery that will get you moving more, you're helping the problem of the weight instead of just acting like, oh no, it can't be done. I can't stand when they say that. Weather, winter weather. I wonder if we're getting a snowstorm. Getting a snowstorm? I hope not. Go back down. I don't want to reach you. Yeah, thank you, Sweetums, for scaring the crap out of me about the doomsday. about the doomsday plane at, I don't know what time it was. 3 something yesterday in the morning. I didn't know that it actually went in the air. I've been trying to avoid all news now since you told me that. A lot of the stuff I'm hoping is scaring you. Knowledge is power. Not that knowledge that they actually flew it talking about some tour. I hope just most of the stuff I see when I'm scrolling through Instagram is just AI because a lot of stuff that I'm hearing, I'll say the Orange Man because I don't like saying his name. If it's really clips of what he's saying, we're really in big trouble. I just hope it's not like that. When it comes to like Greenland and stuff, I don't like talking politics. I know, but I think if stuff is really going down like that, we're in big trouble. Yes, we're definitely here for you, Nana. I know it has to be hard, you know, dealing with all that stuff, and you gotta deal with aging and stuff too. I know I'm only 50 and I got all the stuff. I could just imagine me getting up there. Of course, I'm still gonna have my things to deal with. That's why my daughter said I'm just really gonna be in the corner talking about some air because of my pain, and that's all I'll be able to do at that point. It's not good. I was hoping Cherry would be in here. I haven't talked to her in like 4 days or something, really. But she must be sleeping. You know, I don't know if the few people that I don't see anymore are just sleeping now, or I just got bored into them. But it's okay. It's all right. I'll figure it out myself one day. I hope. Yeah, if it helped you, Sweetums, I think. Um, that's who I was just thinking about right now is Jessie. Sometimes I gotta write her on Instagram to tell her I'm live. But if it helps you, Sweetums, on grief, I definitely think it will help her. Let me see Instagram just to see. She might be sleeping though. Um, I'll just send her a message just in case she's up and didn't get my thing. Cause you said you didn't get mine the other day either, right, Sweetums? I hope so. It also has been helping to write out all my feelings so that I don't sound like a broken record to my family and loved ones. You know, I used to hate saying the word feelings. I still have a sort of problem with it. But I used to hate saying because everybody used to go around when I was younger and they would say it so much that I remember my older sister used to tease me and she used to be like, feelings, and I used to get so mad. So I sort of laugh at it because I think the people were fake when they were talking about it. You're craving a burger? Aw, I got. See, then that's what my sister's been telling me too. She's been getting the notification way later. I should have texted her before I went on air to tell her I was live. Yeah, that sucks. Maybe that's why a few people don't come in anymore. I know a few. I don't know. I know reasons for some, but not for all. That's all I'll say. So that's what I was like, what do I do? But even like the Winchester, let me make sure I get in the name right. When Westchester, is it Westchester or is it Winchester? West Winchester. Now I gotta look it up because I'm Winchester. The Winchester house. Um, when I was looking it up, like trying to take certain points with it, I got so bored with it. Well, I'm like, how am I gonna find information that doesn't seem so boring on it? Winchester House, yeah. But there were some interesting things that I thought that I could probably name off. But that's what I was looking at, where when she was like redoing it, let me see if I could find it. But she lost more than her husband before she started doing this. She lost a lot of her family because it says I'll just do a little thing when I was reading past reading some of this. I didn't know, she said it said she had rheumatoid arthritis and that's why the I knew she was ill and that's why there were steps done a certain way. Like they said there were steps made, like there was a whole bunch of little steps pretty much, and she was only not even 5 foot, I don't even think. So it explains a lot why the house was built certain ways because she had rheumatoid arthritis. I have that. I know the pain and the struggle from it, so I understand why some things were built a certain way. But for the most part, she was just running from a lot of stuff. Was there something held? A long time ago. What the heck, sweetheart? I don't even know what that was from. It says it's for the Micro PP World tour. I don't even know I missed that because I'm looking on my computer and it never shows me the withheld comments, and now that I just scrolled my phone up I see that. Um yeah, topics for my channel, but it's like I won't be able to work in that. There's no way I'm going to be able to do it, and I'll just stop everything because my brain always puts to a halt. I've always had that problem. I always talked about it in therapy and stuff. When anything that has to do with like writing papers, paperwork, um, anything like that, my brain just it even no matter how much I try to do it, it just stops. It just stops. I'm telling you. Hey, Kobo, I heard there was a party happening over here. Been forever since I've been on. I'm surprised you're up. It's late. Oh, the Doomsday Airplane. Okay. I wanted to ask you what it means when you dream about someone that's not here anymore. I was dreaming of my sister. Well, dreams could be tricky. Dreams, there's a lot of different ways you could interpret dreams. For me, I know that there's a lot of dreams I have that believe if you have a pleasant dream, it's like your loved one saying hi to you in a way. I know there are a lot of dreams that are negative, and I feel like that's like a trickster type of dream that tries to have you take away from your loved one's memory. But anytime there's a pleasant one, I always believe that it's like my sister or my loved ones saying like hi to me, hang in there, stay strong type of thing. Um, and just to remind you that they're still around. Yeah, I was up dealing with, oh no, tummy issue. Yeah, sending you a message that she still loves you. Yeah, just reminding you that they're still here. But what was that about the Winchester? I just wanted. The main thing about this is the interesting part about the house as a whole, like the oh my gosh, the renovations. I can't even look away without an idiot. What the fuck are you? Lovely pink H. What the fuck is that? That's one thing about trying this no mod thing is I try to look away to read something. I got an idiot going on my page. But as I was saying about the Winchester house, the renovations, okay, don't get sidetracked because you want to tell somebody off. Just don't do it. Anyway, it was a 7-story tower, right? She tore it down and rebuilt it 16 times. Imagine having this much money, okay? The seven-story tower was torn down and rebuilt 16 times. As a result of her expansions, there were walled-off exterior windows and doors that were not removed as the house grew in size. So the features of the house, just to tell you how huge this thing was. Um, Going past the boring stuff. Oh, okay, so this was the thing that was interesting. They built a stairwell that was 44 steps only for 10 feet. Only for going up 10 feet and had 44 steps. Now when I heard this before, I'm like, why was that? She had rheumatoid arthritis. When you have rheumatoid arthritis, steps are horrible to do. So obviously she still wanted to go up in her house, and so she built it so that she only had to step a little bit each time. Hey Jesse, Sweetums was just saying she missed you, so I was like, oh let me shoot her an Instagram message to see if she's up. But um, so yeah, that's the reason why when you hear some aspect of 44 steps for only 10 feet, it's like, well, hello, she had rheumatoid arthritis. So that explains a lot of things. Like once I was reading this, I was like, well, it's not as mysterious as you think it is when you hear that she has rheumatoid arthritis. So, but yeah, it just seems like she had a bunch of money. She could do whatever the heck she wanted to, and then she was a little cray cray. She lost a lot of people. So she thought that, this house was. I just think it was way simpler than everybody makes it seem. Um, and then why it slowed construction just because she was getting more sick. She was getting older and sick. So it wasn't as interesting as I thought. See. And then then there was an earthquake, and basically the part of the mansion collapsed or whatever, and the people that took it over to remodel it, just basically remodeled it with like part of the thing collapsed, so there were certain things sticking out still because they just remodeled around it. But it is huge. Like it says, when she died, the house had 160 rooms, 2,000 doors, 10,000 windows, 47 stairways, 47 fireplaces, 13 bathrooms, and 6 kitchens. So that junk is huge. I still would love to see it and stuff. I think she was like haunted by a lot of stuff, but more stuff makes sense as I read into it. Um, Let me see. Hey, silent viewers. Yes. Hi to all the silent viewers. Sweden said she only had to build one wheelchair ramp thingy. Not all of that, but she wasn't in a wheelchair. I heard that she was haunted by the ghost. Yeah. Well, yeah. Anybody that was she thought that she was haunted by anybody that the Winchester rifle um had killed. Why? Why? I'm sure there isn't, Jesse. That's why I didn't even repeat it. I feel like she could have done a lot more if she just donated money to families who suffered. Yeah, exactly. But some people that had money don't realize they could do a lot more benefit with their money than what they're doing with it. Well, yeah, that sort of made me something that I was interested in, especially how I'm interested in the haunted stuff. It made it seem more logical why stuff was done. Yeah, I knew with the title I had that would bring in some stupid people. But I can't help it. I had to talk about the chipple itching earlier. But yeah, she could have done a lot more, donated it where it needed to go and stuff like that. I can't believe, like, to own such a huge property. She owned a lot of other properties too. It was just this one that she was doing that with. So I wonder why that specific one. And really, who knows if that was the case? They might have just been saying that now that I think about it. Yeah, it took away the magic. So I'm like, I'm never looking up anything again. Um, that's what I don't like. I don't like feeling like, oh, this is nothing. That's why when I'm do stuff like how I'm doing my runes or tarot and stuff like that, I'm doing it off the energy that I feel and off the energy I feel from others, not specifically what somebody writes or anything like that. It's more working on energy period, so that it's like I'm writing my own book when it comes to those things. Because I don't want to look up one day, oh, you shouldn't have been doing it this way, or you shouldn't have been doing it that way. It's like, well, I've been doing it my way since day one, so I won't ever be disappointing when it comes to those things. Yeah, if they did a virtual tour, I think I watched enough for it to be so huge. I guess I haven't watched enough documentaries and stuff on it because it doesn't. Reading how huge that house was, they don't make it seem like it was so big. I like the title because I do have a real itch I can't scratch. It's so annoying. I feel like my chip was itching, but I don't have one anymore. Dang, really, Jesse? That's crazy. My chip was itching for a good 4 hours today, and I couldn't. No matter how much I scratched, it was too. The itch was too deep down in there. I could not get no relief. Jesse, that was the itch. See, but at least we own. It wasn't just me where I'm like, dang, this is crazy. That would be a fun virtual tour. Yeah, yeah. They only show like a little. I've only seen like a little part of it. Now that they have drones and stuff, a drone needs to go on the entire property and overview and stuff because that's huge. But I would have loved to interview her because I'm like, why just this property? I hate that feeling. We were feeling the same thing, really. I don't think mine's ever. I'm trying to think if I've ever. I don't remember mine itching before. I just knew today. I'm like, oh, I can't get to it. What the heck? Oh yeah, phantom pains are horrible. There's a lot of people that don't even know what phantom pains are. They're lucky because reliving what a horrible thing that happens over and over, and it just lasts for who knows how long. There's no end to it. But I remember, I think Jesse, I think you're the only person that I've ever had a conversation with that I can mention phantom pains and knows what it is. Nobody else knows what phantom pains are usually. Oh, Sweetums, see, Sweetums didn't even know they were real. Like I've only heard of them soldiers who could feel the pain. Yeah, or like yeah, there's more than just missing. Just if you have like for my burn, I feel phantom pains all the time. So yeah, I don't know if it's I don't know. I guess it has to be something really really serious when it happens to the body to have a phantom pain. Because I'm trying to think if I've had a phantom pain with anything else. For me, I really think I get phantom pains from um like I give phantom pains like giving birth pain. I still think I could feel that sometimes. And my burn. I don't know. I don't know about anything else. I would be so mad if I got pains for something I didn't even have on my body. That make me feel guilty for not. No, it's good that you don't know what it is. Shoot. I was just saying, Jesse's been the only person that, besides my dad, when he was alive. I feel so bad. My chipples never itch. Well, you have chipples to itch, so we're gonna say that hopefully one day Cobalt understands what a chipple itch is. um, Typically they came hand in hand with amputation, but it's not impossible for other cases. That's what I said. I could feel my flesh like burning like when it happened. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm sort of. I might be a little mean because when people say I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, for me, I'm like, maybe if they did feel pain like that, they wouldn't be my worst enemy. Maybe they wouldn't be such an asshole. So I say that they need to feel pain like that. Why are we the ones that have to feel pain like that? Um. So yeah. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Maybe, like I said, a lot of people say that, so I guess a lot of people mean it when they say it. But every time I hear that, I'm like, if they felt, I'm telling you, because I think a lot of people are, a lot of the way they are on the assholism scale is because they haven't had to experience too much pain in their life, and that's what gives them that opportunity to be such bastards. So it's like, yeah, give them a little bit more. Is it because the nerve receptor of the brain is still there or something? Like how you can scratch your leg and feel it in your chipple or something. I never looked up like what it was or anything like that. I just know, um, I was like, I just know like I think I was like in my 20s, early 20s or whatever. I was trying to explain that a lot of the times like my burn would just feel like burning. I don't know how to explain like it was happening again and stuff like that. And I thought it was just like maybe a rash or whatever. Then the doctor was like, "No, that's phantom pains." And I'm like phantom pains. I didn't understand. When you guys were talking about building a bunker, I would run straight. Me too. Me too, sweetums. Yeah, no thank you. I'm going out with whatever everything else is going out with. Your brain is so used to that part of being there, and it has to learn that it isn't anymore. But that's usually never happens, only in rare cases, yeah. I just think, I mean, even like I said, the severity of some things, I just think your brain's just never gonna fucking forget, too, you know? It's just not. Beam me up. I'll be happy. I'm not getting stuck under the ground. Exactly. No, I'm not gonna go under the ground and come up to nothing. And then, like I said, rebuild on nothing. Imagine if nothing happened to the earth, like if the earth was still there and you had to come up and rebuild it, how much you would have to do to get good soil and all that other stuff. So, like I said, just imagine there is no soil. Everything's just totally fucked up. You're screwed, and you literally have what you saved down in your bunker, and then you know after that you're gonna starve to death. No, thank you. Just take me out with everything else. So would it go away if the memory fades? How's the memory gonna fade? What the heck? How would the memory? You mean just you forget your life, sweetums? No, because the stupid nerve that doesn't get it. I die in the bunker. And why? You know you're not supposed to use the word that didn't. Usually if you use the DIE word it would hold or something like that, which it didn't in this time. Why on my Instagram, me trying to run away from all the stuff, right? Trying to hear some funny clips or stuff. Have now there been everybody talking about, like I said, I hate using the word unaliving, but I have to use it that way. Where they're talking about unaliving themselves, and it's just one after another saying, but saying kill my, no, not using no word like unalive, and they're just saying kill my blink over and over. I just want to. So what are they trying to do? Make people do that? I don't understand what's going on right now with social media. But it's like you're getting so they scaring you with all the stuff that's gonna happen, and then they're saying kill your on top of that over and over by different people saying it. I don't know. I love my books, but the bunker isn't for me. Exactly. Even with apocalypse, I'm running right into the horde with my. Oh, now that would be different. I would probably go quietly and do what I was just talking about there, putting too much of on Instagram. I'll go quietly and do something, and to myself. I don't want zombies doing it for me. Auntie during zombie hiccup apocalypse, what will you protect us? And I was like, you mofo's on your own. Oh shoot, sweet. Koval is still for bunkers. He can talk about it for hours. He has plans on top of plans. I'm like, peace out. Exactly. Cobalt, yeah, Cobalt didn't get censored. Try it. Try it with something else, not that word. Sweet him to see what happens. Oh yeah, you got censored with your micro peewee thing earlier. Let's talk. Let's talk micro PP for a minute. What do you guys? What size would you guys call a micro PP? Because I'm trying to really figure out if the dude that I was talking about that one time had a micro one. Look, Jesse didn't get what? Jesse's didn't get, but oh, Cobalt got hit in that one time, but not Jesse. Aha, Cobalt, you just said you don't get censored. Now it said it censored your butt. um. Oh yeah, Sweetums Make Love got hidden. That was the last live we were on, right? Micro is inverted. If it's out, then it's not micro. Oh, okay. You hit it. And on purpose, I saw you clicking over there. I can't hide it. If I hit it, it wouldn't have been able to come out again. Oh, yuck. I'm not gonna Google it. Believe me. So what are the... I wonder what is their name for the ones that are just teeny tiny Tims, because they need a name too. I just said that because I was there was a chick talking about about it on Instagram, and she was calling it micro, but she compared it to like basically the size that I saw before. And I was like, well, maybe they are micro, but she was just using the word micro then. Koba can say all the things, and I can say make love. What the heck, yeah. And how can't you say make love? I can see if you said all the other words, like Jesse said, fuck, and her word went through. Sweetums, you can say whatever you want to hide in the corner. Yeah, that's getting censored. Jesse, yours just did. Micro eggplant. Yeah, it needs to be it needs to be called something. Because even if they got the surgery that puts on a what does it put on? I forgot the little bit that it did put on, that still wouldn't help their thing. So if it's inside, what if it gets stimulated? Is it still inside? You guys need so it's even when it's the micro is stimulated, it still stays inside. Yours got what did what work? Yours got hidden, Jesse, until I unhid it. I think the YouTube is a patriarchy. Oh, okay. But do you guys know if the micro gets stimulated, does it still stay inside? If it's interviewed or it's no longer a micro. All right, so the micro could come out. So that could still mean um I was yanking your chain. Oh, so then I could have dealt with a micro. Well, not dealt with it because I once I saw it, I was like, no, thank you. Remember they had something called extends on an infomercial where they. Oh no. All I know is this chick was talking about does she wonders if anybody went for it. Like when she figured out what he had, she said she had to, and she was like in the moment, like, and she was like, she had to tell him like, sorry, I'm out of the mood or something, you know. I'm just wondering if people really just are like, here, let this still happen. They must be like they really must be because how are the people so cocky? No pun intended, but really, like the man that I dealt with, the man that I didn't deal with, but like I was about to deal with, he was so bold, you know. The whole time he was talking about how it's gonna be and all this stuff, and then a man is really bold when you're not doing anything with them. Like this is your first time with them, and the first thing they ask you to do is, you know, suck my blah blah blah. It's like, dude, you ain't got nothing to freaking suck down there, and you got the nerve to say that that's the first thing you're trying to show. Like, so for a man to be that bold, he had to have, you know, women must be like souping his head up or something. They have to be. Because he could do nothing with that with anybody. Like, there. So I just wonder if people, because he was a nice looking man. I think he had a nice job, all other stuff. Well, so maybe they're just, you know, using him for his money or something. So it's an innie eggplant and the outer eggplant. That's a little gross. But it looked like a bean. The show new girl. Ew. It looked like a bean. The show new girl had one, so looked it up, and that's what it looks like. Ew. But it looked like a bean. What was fully stimulated? It looked like a bean. From what I remember, you think micro is anything less than a yardstick. No, that's not true. No, this dude was maybe a half a pinky, okay? I really wouldn't give him more than a half a pinky. If the man had a micro eggplant, he would exactly be like he was more no cocky. Yeah, for real, I don't know what he to um. Oh, did something get in? Oh, something did get in. Yeah, I remember Eminem telling us about how she needs. I did not tell you guys about that. Tell somebody else about it. And that's not true. Um, I'm not hungry anymore. Yes, fully out was a bean. Ew. Yuck. Really, Sweden. That's what it sounds. Yeah, so I guess maybe he had a little bit more than a micro. But not enough to ask somebody to do that, and you're just going to be like, hey, don't let a woman see it first. She's really not going to go for it. Oh my gosh. It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean. It does take a long time to get to England in a canoe, though. It is not. That's a bunch of crap. Uh-uh. Like, how do they do it? Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, this person, you know, if you gotta look over, right, and you're like, okay, all you see is lap and nothing else in the lap, you're just looking at a lap and you're like, well, where's the thing? And you have to feel around to figure out if there's something there in the first place. That there's no motion in the ocean that can't cause any motion in the ocean. So I just don't see. It's not, and like I said, it's not. It's not their. They can't help what they have, but don't try to act like you're a Casanova or something, and you can't do jack shit. Maybe it's like catch 'em and she has to catch 'em all. Who has to catch 'em all? I am not. I hope you're not talking about me because I am a innocent person nowadays. In England, I am very innocent. That was back in my life. I became born again or whatever after the age of 28. Um, Besides a few things here and there every 4 years or so, but that's it. But yeah, I just thought it was funny somebody else was telling a story like that. I was like, oh, more people understand. Like, what are you supposed to do when a man? And I feel bad for men like that, but don't present yourself in a way that you got some big old slong and you have nothing. You know what I mean? That's what made it worse. Like you act like you could do this and you could do that, but you can't do anything. That's all I'm saying. Oh, almost hit Sweetums. Hopefully I didn't, cause I had to show that one. There's a book called She Comes First about tonguing the lady bean, and writer wrote it's because he was what? He was a premature. Oh, well, yes, born again. Oh, well, whichever one. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Why I could never. I could never be like, oh, I could be like this way and that way and talk myself up and then just be have nothing to no type of skills. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what you're doing. And let's be a grower if you start out with being yeah. I've never had to be. I guess I've been lucky in a way because I think I would throw up if I have to. If I had to deal with a person that I had to get up, people with me have always been what's it called, on guard. I never had to. I don't want to get. I'm getting too much into this. I guess. See, your lies are funny. My belly hurts from laughing. Um, show this premature. So he needed to find. No, that I got it. I got it, sweetheart. She broke it down more to me. I understood, sweetheart. I just didn't want YouTube to be like your channel is done. um, we are deep diving. I'm loving this. Okay, I was saying. Oh my gosh, how do I put this into words? I was saying I've never had to deal with the soft whatever. I've always you know. So basically, I know the size from when I see it. Okay, so it doesn't need time to get anywhere. It's already there with me. So well, at least the men I've been around. So once I see something in it's that size, I know it's not getting any bigger. But I did try to make it bigger in case it had any chance, but it just didn't. What if you had to fluff his No, that's what I'm saying. That's what. No, there's no way I would be even trying it with that little thing. No, that wasn't it. It was the only. It was as big as it was gonna get. But that's what I was assuming at first. I was like, oh, maybe all this talk didn't do anything for him, so maybe because we were like doing other stuff before that. So I'm like, okay, maybe that didn't get him interested. Maybe he needs a little help there, and it's like there was no helping that there. I just had a mental image of that nightmares. Ew. Shoot. I had a gap. I probably wouldn't even needed to open my mouth. I could have just probably went through my gap. Okay, I'm not gonna say no more. That's how small that thing was. I could have gapped it. Oh gosh. Oh, I hope nobody. I'm taking this down. Cherry's gonna play this back and be like, "Oh my gosh, I just threw up." Oh man. I gotta tell her not to listen to the last second half. But yeah, no, that wasn't gonna be helping anybody. And don't take it down. It's hilarious. Everyone deserves to giggle too. And the thing about this dude was that he was like, this was my friend. I say quotations because she showed me what a friend she was at that night. But it was her crush. Like the only reason why I would like left with him is because she like totally dissed me this night. Like we were going somewhere and it was supposed to be a reserved table and I was supposed to be part of the table and all this stuff. And when I got there, um, you would have to. No, 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 sweetums, no. But I was supposed to be part of the reserved table and stuff, and she was supposed to give me a ride there and back. I got a ride there because she said some bullshit. Then once I got in there, she didn't even have me part of the reserved table. She just threw me with these other people. And then she had the nerve to say she's not even taking me home. So after that, I was like, oh, you're going to be treating me this dirty? When I went to the event for, yeah, that message got held, sweetums. Um, so when she did me that dirty for the whole event, I was like, oh, you got your little crush boo thing here, bitch? Well, he ain't about to be your boo thing here anymore since you wanted to do me dirty that night. So I took him from her. And so we worked in the same building together. So basically, she was like, "Oh, did you leave drunk with him or something?" I'm like, "No, bitch. I took your man, but you could have him back because I don't need it. I didn't need to put him through nothing. You could have him and have your little surprise waiting for you. That was a. But I was like, dang, I tried to just take her man. I had to return him. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that little thing. She could have it. They deserved each other. Yeah, she didn't do anything with him yet. She was just crushing on him. I wonder if she stayed crushing on him. Like I said, I understood the outside appearance, but I should write her every time. So I'd be like, "Oh, did you ever get with whatever? That wasn't nice of her, and you returning him is hilarious. Yeah, you could have that thing." And to get I really had to talk. I really had to act like I was so offended by him asking me to suck his, you know what? I'm like, oh, I'm so offended. How dare you take me home when it's just because your shit was small? Imagine Christian so hard on this guy, and during the deed, he reveals exactly the man Dean. Um, Yeah, that's how I felt. Like you could have him. I don't want him. I was like, what? I was like, what? I just wanted to ride home. I wasn't gonna do anything. Knowing if he had something to work with, my ass would have been on. But I didn't play innocent. Yeah, what a bitch. Now I think about that. What a bitch. She deserves that little thingy thing. Did you remember to bring receipts? Some places don't take returns without receipts. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Is there enough? No. There what? There's not. You wouldn't even be able to do. You wouldn't even probably be able to do. Let me see. Let me not me putting my finger up to my lips. There was no way you could. So I don't know where he got the motion to do that. What the heck? I don't know. It's like a finger flick. Because really, you couldn't. I doubt somebody would be able to get an actual sucking motion out of that little thing. You cannot return me to the dollar store. Yeah. And that was, and it sucked in a lot of ways because for me, that night was sort of like, I was dealing with so many people telling me, like, oh, you're too reserved and you're too this and you're too that. So that night I was like fed up with it. I was like, okay, I'm going to be a bad girl this night. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. So I was doing a whole bunch of things, on the drive there, just to be met with that. Just to be met with that little thing. Let me get this plug. I really thought I was about to have like a fantasy night that would go down in history. Well, it went down in history, just a different kind of way. Jesse, it was half a pinky though. Oh, but I don't like you return half a pinky. Yeah, have like half a pinky. Alright, ladies, it was fun seeing y'all, having the laughs. I hope to talk to you again soon. You get some rest. Good night, Cobalt. Thank you for coming in. You already passed the 30-day return window, Jesse. He's yours forever. I've never seen a small bean in person, only average and huge. I've never seen one huge that I would call huge, but how you can ladies talk, I guess that's all I liked was huge. So what is average size to you? What would you call average? Because I think Google average is like 5. And I'm like, that's average? Good luck with your pregnancy. Oh, they hid Jesse's knives. But since I've had since I took the mods off or whatever, I have not had another mod has done this so far in my lives. Average is 6 or 7, but I really think Google the average is like 4 or 5. So yeah, average is 6 or 7. Yeah. So you would consider anything past average huge, or are we? Mental makeup sees the body arm in his pants. That's small. No, I'm not that bad. I told you for me, mine is like preferably 10. That's not too bad. Yeah, I would get bored with a 6 or 7. I would get bored pretty quick. My thing was buffering, so maybe it got messed up. A Foster's beer can size. And not the width of that though. Yeah, so I always, like I said, I have yet to met, I think anything bigger than 9. Well, I'm saying bye bye to. You women don't know what you're missing. And like I said, it is out. It is out for a minute. You have to like get used to it, and then it's not out anymore. But you don't know what you're missing. But like I said, I've tried smaller than, and if for a minute too. I just like I said, unless there was a person that came had more like a personality and stuff. I think because I do go for personalities or whatever, so I can't say I've had the perfect combination when it comes to something smaller because their personality could have been bigger, and that might have done enough for me. I just never had the right personality with the average size one. That's all. My tailbone broke. No jokes. Don't never again. Oh crap. Here's sweet Devon. Tell us more, Jesse. She's like, tell me more. That means that the person that was doing that didn't care about your pain level or anything. And there are people like that. When you are working with that size, you have to have a man that's gonna listen to you, and stuff like that. So, a person that doesn't listen to all that stuff, yes, it could be something that I would probably never do again, too. I understand that. So, if you, yeah. But yeah, I gotta see, that's what I'm saying. I understand that. There's just certain, you have to find the right one that actually listens and all that stuff that you could train. Anyone you can't train, I would be like, nope, too, for sure. Because some people think just because they have a big one that it's good or something. It's like, no, there's a lot of things that you have to do. And they get, there's some men that get the wrong picture. They don't think they have to do anything at all, anything extra, but just have that. That's all they need. Mm-mm. I'll take an average eggplant and an agile tongue. Yeah, they have to have all that. Okay. No, he didn't care. We were in the 20s. I was crying, not fun. See, that's what I'm saying. That's different. Yeah, that's how I would be too. That's what I said. It takes more than that. First of all, that's why I like a lot of people don't got when they talk about big whatever. They don't have no walls left. I'm not like that. You have to be trained, and if you cannot be trained, you're out the door. Just yeah, a lot of men just think, oh, mine is big. I don't got to do anything. And it's like, nope, you got to do a lot of things. Yeah, the whole it's like I said, it's all complicated when it comes to those things. Sounds like you dated a horse, not even a person. That's what it will feel like if they don't freaking care about your stuff. I think a lot of men all they do is watch like pornos and stuff, and they just think that's how they're supposed to be, and it's like that's not realistic. So I'm sorry for the combo you're witnessing, but I hope you're. Yeah, we're very sorry. We always end up to this point. He wasn't ever again after that. Yeah, a lot of men don't know what they're doing. You have to train them. When it comes to a lot of stuff, I remember one dude when it comes to certain things. No, we're not getting. I just felt like he was about to take a part of me home with him. Shit, how much he didn't know what he was doing. The horse still has to come with self-awareness and kindness. Exactly. I'll take the microbead with those qualities over the horse. So, oh my gosh. I don't think you would take the micro. Because you're saying you want average. Micro is way less than average. But like I said, I can't hate on average or whatever. I think if somebody that I actually liked. That's what I'm saying. When I think back, I'm thinking, did I not like the people because they were average, or did I just not like them because they didn't you know, their personality wasn't a good. I don't know. I would only have to experiment that today, and I can't because I don't like people at all now. I would rather pickle over a horse. So long as a migrant has an agile tongue and magic fingers. Yeah, but a lot of magic fingers and a sense of humor, I can make it work. Hmm. Well, if it's that, then you might as well be with a woman. Woman, I'd rather be with a woman if that's all the only aspect of it. What's the use of being with a man? Rather be with a woman. Tongue and fingers gotta be amazing. Like I said, I would choose a woman then. A woman. You said only. Okay, what about a microbean butterfat? Jenner's walls. I mean, a woman. That's what I would choose. Men would be eliminated. Does that mean? I don't know. I wouldn't need. Dang. I just thought about that. But I'm not attracted to the ladies with the same. Oh, a bit as me. That's why I was like, I just in my head, I'm like, dang, is that the only reason why I would date a man is for that? And I'm like, dang, it is. Wow. Light bulb moment. Hmm. I don't want to play with lady parts. I don't want to play with lady parts and you just bits. Zoe, you've never experimented? Hey, Jesse asked that question, not me. Wait, what's the light bulb moment? That, only if a man was missing their thing, I wouldn't want to deal with them at all. So that's the only thing I like a man for is their thing. So I'm like, oh dang. No, Jesse, have you? I have not. I'm an innocent. No, I go both ways because it was my end game. I really believe that women, there comes a time where all women try it. A lot of women will not even. I'm not talking about you, Sweetums. Oh, here comes Larry comes in at the perfect moments and shit all the time. Larry be walking into always walking into some shit. But I'm not talking about you, Sweetums. I'm just saying in general. There's a lot of women that say they haven't experimented and they actually have. At least once, just to get it out the way to see, you know. What the fuck did I stumble across? That's how you like Larry always comes in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've dated both. Larry stumbled into beans. But, you know, both ends, I gave up both ends because they were both, you know, they had the equal amount of shittiness, put it that way. Except I think women could get even more shittier because they know you to trick you and stuff. Know you way more. I forgot a house full of women. No, you just see, Larry, we just had a male in here for the last hour or so. He just left. So, Larry, fancy seeing you here at this very moment. We're just talking about rainbows and butterflies and unicorns. That's all we were talking about. How have you been, Larry? Eating good? There was a guy here before you, Larry. You just look. I know he looks out every time, right? And then Pika hasn't been coming in. Oh no. uh, Jesse. What's tonight smell? Well, I had fried chicken, yellow rice, and corn on the cob, and it was delicious. And by the way, I only go one way. I'm a straight guy, no homo. Hey, my hubby just left to go to sleep. Yeah. No, I wasn't talking about men. I was saying women. But I think there's a lot of men too, though. Not talking about you. Not talking about you, Larry. There's a lot of men on the DL. Way more than women. Shoot. Because a big thing is men have their freaking what's it called? Their G spot where in a certain area too. That has to be unfortunate. That us women can't get to. So I mean, we could, but I'm just saying where men could access it easier. I might have just glitched. My thing said it was, um, yes, yes, sweetums. That. I'll have to ask a man that is willing to answer these questions. That which if it feels the same as a regular, than the where the G spot is. If that feels the same, I know somebody I could ask too. Because I wonder if doing it like the normal, your typical non-gay man, that feel do the two different O's feel the same way? If you know what I'm saying. You are correct. There's a lot of undercover. Yep, brothers around this. Yo, I know that. Yep, for real. Have you ever done the what, wait a minute. Have you ever done the? Oh no, I was always with men that acted like that was a huge deal that they don't do. But in reality, I think if I would have done it, they would have been just fine with that. Have you, Sweetums? That's a very detailed question to be asking there. They have to. You gotta think about it. Imagine they have to really like it if it's that's the way they um you're going near their G spot or whatever. I heard now all the messages are being held. Those thingies are clean. Oh, these thingies are clean. Huh? Well, if that's the case, my G spot is forbidden. Do not enter at all. Well, that is where your G spot is for men. Yeah. But like I said, I wonder if the G spot one and the regular just one feels the same. Like I said, I will ask somebody this if I could remember because I know somebody I could ask. So if you guys remind me to ask if it feels the same or one feels better than the other. If they're the same, if they feel the same, then I can understand why men, they could stay straight and all that stuff. But if the G spot feels better for them than the other thing, then I can understand why there could be more DL people. I bet it would. I'm curious. Now I know. I gotta remember to ask this person this. What if a lady did it to you with the thingies? Oh, still no. Look at you. No, I don't. Larry don't be answering no questions like that. So, he just, that's why men don't like being up in here because we just be asking them anything. Larry tried and let us know. Oh my goodness. It's like, hell nah. Some women, I mean, a lot of men don't even know that's where their G spot is. So he was like, I said, hell no. That is a forbidden place. No one's allowed to enter. I remember on YouTube, when YouTube was way more, easy with stuff, there was one channel that had a guy, a straight male testing a prostate like vibrator thing. So they showed him like they had a curtain around him or whatever around the bottom half of him, and he was standing up, and they gave him the toy to play with or whatever. And so they showed him right, his everything. They didn't show his lower half, but they showed his expression and everything when he tried out the toy for the first time. Like that area had never been touched. So, he obviously liked it and was surprised. So, maybe men you gotta be a little bit more woke. Larry, don't leave us. We're sorry. He's like, all I'm is trying to hop on here and talk about some food, and what are you guys doing? But yeah, that was a straight man that tried it. Um, I can't believe YouTube used to have that type of stuff on it. Now look at what it is. You can't do anything. Any testers in the chat? Cough, cough, Larry. I'm sure after that day, that man kept his toy. Shoot. That would be weird though to go. I guess a lot of women are like that too. They don't know they have like an actual G spot that's different from other things, and they go their whole life not even knowing what that is. What Daddy did, yeah. A lot of women, their whole dang sex life never even experienced, getting a release. So Jesse, Sweetums. There's this comedian I watch, and he's straight with a girlfriend, but he likes pegging. She does it, so she pegs him. I'm here to save you all from the booty play. Oh, they hid that. Well, whoever YouTube hid that. Let's say Gina. I know I'm gonna get the fucking no, Larry. Don't leave. They said we'll stop. First of all, I wasn't doing anything, Larry. You see, I was being nice and polite. Though these are the girls. You guys, all the messages are being hidden now. um, Larry, I was being nice and respectful. Larry, my head's in the gutter, and it's mental makeup and Sweeten's fault. They started the smexy talk. It wasn't me. Gina, oh. They hid that too. Gosh, they're hiding everything. Hell no, I definitely didn't know that there was. Oh, really? You didn't know that? And quite frankly, I wish I didn't know, son of a bitch. Oh, we taught you something today, Larry. I was also an innocent angel, Larry. Sweetums was asking the in-depth questions. I can hear Larry screaming into his phone. Sweetums calling it Fingies, trying to make it sound cute. I know Sweetums was the one that was asking the questions. I was just reading it. Larry, sorry. Sweetums in that area. I'm still an angel. As a matter of fact, I'm a saint, and it's going to stay that way. God is Saint Larry, the beloved. Larry, take a shower and relax into it. Oh shit. See, a lot of men really don't know that stuff. That's so funny. Shoot. Somebody tells me that there's some new G spot in me, I'll guarantee you I'm going to be doing some testing later on. But I guess it's different for a lot of people. Well, let's get off this talk before YouTube really bans my channel. Every single message that's almost coming through now is being held. I still been on watching the Florida Made MG's channel. He he tries to make people eat two um two what is it called? Two biscuits from Popeyes. If they could eat two biscuits from Popeyes in 2 minutes, he'll give them $100. I don't think anybody has won that challenge. That shows how dry their biscuits are. I'm surrounded. I can't catch a break. We got St. Larry and Baby Jesus now. Yeah, we're changing it to Florida made MG and what he makes people eat and stuff. Oh, today you got one up where you try. I guess people got to eat. I think it's 3 honey buns in 2 minutes too, and hardly anybody could complete that either. You think it's easy until you uh see. No, there's no way. I bet that wouldn't be easy. 3 honey buns in 2 minutes. I just watched the new Tron movie. It sucked. Tron? What is that part of? Megatron? I don't know. Tron. Have you ever had Popeye? But I never liked biscuits anyway, so I don't see. I can eat one honey bun in 5 minutes. If that would take you that long to eat one honey bun, I probably could eat a honey bun in under a minute, but to try to get 3 down, I don't think so. I think it's three under 2 minutes. Popeye and his peg leg. Oh no, I knew you were gonna say something with that. This shit is crazy. What, Larry? I was just talking about Popeyes and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Larry knows what's going. Never knows what's going on. His defense mechanism. He always walks right into the middle. You love biscuits, really, Sweetums? They're he doesn't let them put anything on it though. No butter or jelly or anything. But I never liked biscuits. They're too sweet though. Yeah, I'd rather eat the biscuits over the chicken. Wow. Well, you said you don't like a lot of meat and stuff either, though, so I could see. But yeah, he doesn't let them put honey or anything. It's just straight from the box, some biscuits. But even if they fail, he still gives them $20 for trying the biscuit one. Oh, for real, just biscuits, Larry? Where's the trust? I ate fake chicken. We put honey on the chicken and grape jelly on the biscuits. Yeah, I see a lot of people eat honey on their chicken, but they put honey in hot sauce. I've seen. I never tried it because honey is way way too sweet for me, and I like sweets, but honey is just like the achingly sweet. Sweetums, goodness gracious! Listen, Sweetums isn't letting it go. We're trying to move on to chicken and biscuits and stuff. Sweetums is hanging on. We're trying to turn this a little bit innocent. Larry, be adventurous with your food. Oh, in quotations. Yeah, but I've been, that's like I said, I've been stuck on sort of that and like body cams. I haven't watched any series or anything. These last couple of days have been very, very dry. Well, I'm just talking about biscuits for real. Inside the biscuits, you'll find your G-spots. I can abide by the Monte Cristo sandwich. Ham and cheese sandwich with jelly on the side. It. Oh, that's what it is? Ham and cheese sandwich with jelly on the side? Mm. It never rots. It never goes bad. I don't eat biscuits at all. You know, you forgot to add fun facts. I forgot I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say. What it was, I don't even know. I'm trying to remember. Oh, this could be. Oh, I was gonna say. You guys remember I was telling you about my coin bank, the clown coin bank, the most recent one I got. It came with like a fuzzy ball glued on, and it's you could tell the thing's old, so somebody just glued on the ball all messily and stuff like that. So I was like, well, dang, if I do get this ball off, this fuzzy ball off, where do I get the fuzzy balls from again to replace it? You know. So I'm like, should I Google fuzzy balls? You know, colorful balls and stuff like that. I'm like, oh no, I'm just gonna have to leave this ball that looks all nasty on it, right? Why did I get because you know how I'm making jewelry and stuff, and the some of the locket um um some of the locket pieces I'm gonna put on the necklaces. Why did the pieces that I just bought, the locket ones, come with a bunch of fuzzy balls in the mail? It wasn't even in the description when I bought the pieces. It just came with a bunch of fuzzy balls, the same size as what I need if I wanted to replace um the one that the clown has. I thought that was really, I know it was a coincidence, but I thought that was like really crazy. I was just thinking, how am I going to get these fuzzy balls to replace it? The fuzzy balls, honey never goes bad. I'm fucking dying over here. What I was really talking about fuzzy balls, not actual balls. Sweet and splashing holy water. Like a cat toy or like those bits in the craft store. Just a little tiny. If you saw Clown, the one on my Instagram, Clowny, just a little tiny thing that's on in her hand. There's a little ball. And it's small. And I'm like, where am I going to get these things from? And then some came with what I ordered. And I was like, what the heck are these? I didn't even know what they were. And I was like, oh, I could use these for it. Gina, it burns, it burns. August Sweet needs help. So now Claudia has her fuzzy balls for me. Now I feel like I gotta find the little stick thing that the fuzzy ball's on, though. I know this sounds like something more than it is, but it isn't. It's really about me replacing one of my coin banks, a little thing they have in the hand. Because somebody just glued it back in all messy. It looks gross. So I want to replace like the older parts with new ones, so it will look better. Sweetums, I'm aiming only at you, please. Really, Sweetums has been a bad girl tonight. She's been a bad, bad girl. I get fuzzy ball earrings. Oh, I got fuzzy ball earrings. Stick thing and fuzzy balls. That's why I said I know it sounds like I'm talking about something else, but it really is. It does have a little plastic, little tiny, like I might be able to get like a cocktail straw or something like that. Like maybe cut a cocktail. Oh my gosh, cocktail straw! I'm done. I'm done. Anything I'm trying to do to get away from this conversation is just making it seem worse. Now I said cocktail straw. Stick thing, fuzzy balls. We are leaving. Not we are legions. Fuzzy balls and what the fuck? You guys would have to see what I'm talking about to know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, you and your taking the dang recycling bin. Oh my gosh, you guys, you gotta learn to do it at safer time. There, she just means felt round things in craft supplies. They're just little tiny fuzzy balls. Anyway, my point was at least, I got what I need besides the stick thing to replace it. But I gotta find something that removes glue good without destroying like the paint or anything on it. Didn't we have the same trash night? Mine is, mine is, I think Monday morning. Fuzzy balls. Stop saying fuzzy balls. Well, it is fuzzy balls, and fuzzy balls just appeared. Like I said, it wasn't even in the description. It just came in the pack. It was weird. Sorry, I dozed, missed everything. Came back to fuzzy balls. Welcome back, Winterboom. I was just talking about one of my coin banks needed some fuzzy balls, but it turned into way different. Eminem has a dirty, dirty mind, Winter. Hello, Sweetums was dirty all up in here. The only one here been like that all night. Sweetums was asking the tough questions. What the heck? But you guys do have to remind me if I don't have the answer for the lovely in the next few days, if I don't have the answer for the if men, what feels better in those different spots, you gotta remind me to ask the person again. Well, to remind me to ask them in the first place. Because I gotta remember at a normal time, tomorrow during the day, not at, like, if I texted this time, they'll be like, what the hell you texted me this for? Zoe and me are. Oh no, you should have heard some of the questions she was asking earlier. I came in from Jeremy's Sweet Life to Pagan. Go figure. And Sweetums was the one that brought up Pagan, wasn't it? No, oh, I think Jesse was saying. Who was the one that said they had the person that the girlfriend pegged them? That might have been Jesse. If you were with a man and he wanted to be pegged, would you guys peg him? Would that have been a yay or a nay if he wanted you to? I don't even know who is this pegging. Yeah, right. So him. Yay or nay? I'm a virgin with two kids. Gina said she would get there. So Jesus would be a yes. I'm a 45-year-old virgin, Larry says. I never met pegging. Who that? So Jesus the only honest one up in here? And hers got hidden. I would not unless the strap on his a nubby bit on the inside and oh wow sweetums. Oh, that's how they usually make them. That's how a lot of them are made though. I'm sure you can find one like that because I'm sure that it's. I don't think there's something. I mean, maybe there is these days something specifically made for a male, you know, actual pegging, but Those ones are usually made for female to female. So, see, we all innocent except Gina and mental breakup. Uh, Sweetie, what the fuck is going on? I read that in Zane. Sweetums. Yes, okay. But anyway, they do have, most of them are made like that. I think I would too. But like I said, it's been so long for me. I'd probably be too old for it now. But back in my day, I'd probably be like, hell yeah. Now I don't do anything. I'm an angel. Rice Krispie treats. Who love those? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. For real, I'll stop. Sweems, to be honest with you, I don't think you're capable of doing that. Oh, burn. My stomach hurts from laughing. Oh, wait, is he talking about her just stopping, or is he talking about the pegging? I thought he was talking about the pegging. That's what I was like, ooh, burn. Watch me get an email. It's going to be like, mental makeup, you're a mess. You cannot anymore. That's what I was thought it was. I'm not capable of paying later. Shall we test? Oh, shall we test that theory? Oh, damn. This is not me. You guys cannot put this on me. YouTube is going to hate me. I'm uncensored now. Oh my god, sweet. Larry, I tried, but Peggy is being talked about. I'm getting hidden. You're getting hidden now, too? Or it doesn't show me anything besides like one way back. So you're saying stuff and they're just not showing me it? That's what's been happening too. Oh, wait, no. There is a lot of stuff. No, hold on. What the heck? Is anything involved? I shall retreat my plastic wing. Just one soft. Oh, shit. Oh, shoot. Hard and sticky on the outside and soft and sweet on the inside. What the heck? Oh, my goodness. You guys, the stuff that it's hiding. Well, is it showing it, you guys? Larry, I tried, but Pagan is being taught. Oh, I read that part. Did it hide my statement about? Yeah, both. I just unhid that. If you guys see it now, I'm going to die of a heart attack. Larry, you'll become an actual saint then. If you die of a heart attack, YouTube don't hide us. I can't even talk about delicious Rice Krispies. I think I got all the ones. Yeah, it doesn't show any more in hidden. They just zoomed up too quick. I couldn't even see them. Now when I look to see if any more coming in, they really need to make the screen bigger on the phone. It's like nobody needs to see their what's it called, their thumbnail on most of the screen. Like, make the screen bigger. I'm about to get Hennis to watch for it, okay? It's good to see you again, Larry, though. Yeah, it is good to see you, Larry. I'm glad you could take our jokes. Yeah, you did get. I originally said I wanted to peg just so I can smack that ass. So shit. Let's keep it clean. November 2. Let's keep it clean. Well, I got 12 likes this live or 13, so it's still bringing those numbers lowest to the people in here. You're a real champ, Larry. Yeah, I'm glad you got a sense of humor where you're not going to be all mad and stuff like a lot of men get if we're just playing with them. Why didn't you come in the other night when they were talking about, oh, buying dresses from... Hey, don't be hating on the buying dresses from the Walmart. You too. Oh my God, what is going on? Oh no. Zoe keeping it clean. I don't think she can. We're all fired up tonight. Um, that's, yes, Walmart dresses are elite, especially if you gotta be in the house all the time. They're very comfortable. He had to come in. Oh yeah, that's why I said that's why I'm always cracking up, because it's like the times he come in are always like this. We do talk about a lot of other things, but for some reason, what you walk into has to be this. Mental makeup started with the microbeing, Jesse. That's not on me. You carried it, Sweetums. You asked the tough questions. I'm super dizzy right now. You started asking the tougher questions to our male audience. My question was just trying to measure what the size of a micro thing would be. Look, we have 0 audience now, people, but magically there's chat still going. He could have come in during the Winchester House, the airplane, but no, yeah. I know we do talk about various things, for real. You never know what you're gonna get on here. Okay, Mental Makeup brought it up. Zoe asked the questions. I looked it up and provided the imaging of the being. Exactly, that's how it went. The Winchester House freaked me out. But I was saying, because I was reading on it, so that I was gonna do like a more detailed live about it. But me reading up on it made it less interesting and made it just like, well, this was this way because she had illness and because she had rheumatoid arthritis and stuff like that. So it became less mysterious to me. So I was like, well, this is depressing. Because I thought I was going to find some interesting fun facts to talk to you guys about. And in reality, it just became more real that she just was rich and had a lot of money to spend on stuff. And she had illness, or the house had to adapt to her illness too. I don't know anything about the Winchester House. Yeah, it just basically the gist of it is Winchester was the main rifle for I forgot the exact war or whatever. And so when the husband died, the wife felt like she was being haunted by all of the people that were killed by the rifles of Winchester. So it was said that she started building this house and she kept on building expansion upon expansion, like it never stopped being renovated. She put so much money into it, and like they said, stairwells into Norway, all this other stuff, because she was appeasing the ghosts basically, so that the ghosts wouldn't haunt her. So that's the gist of it, but it's a lot more than that. I thought it would be more interesting, but it wasn't. It's this haunted house in northern. Yeah, felt like yeah. Y'all are still here. I fell asleep. Oh, you just missed the good parts. We were talking about micro peewees and pegging. You missed all the good stuff. Yeah, let's talk about Winchester, even though I don't know what the fuck is going on about that either. Um, that's scary. Yeah. My new baby niece already is sending selfies with filters. I got a picture of her wearing sunglasses that I don't care. Aw. Winchester Mansion, yeah. Have you seen it, Desi, ever? And she said she was tormented by the souls, yeah, people passed. That's adorable, Gina, yeah. Yeah, babies are truly, even though I'm not a baby person, but basically only my baby and my grandbaby, but babies are truly like a good way of seeing the innocence of everything when the world is so drenched in bullshit. It's like seeing new life, knowing new life gives you a better perspective on life in general. You all got innocent spidey sense. So we have to go look it up now. What, look up the Winchester House? One day I'm gonna drive it and do a tour. Oh, that would be cool. I've seen the outside. Never, so is it just huge? Like, or has it, like, they said the earthquake took away a lot of it, but it has to be just driving past it, it has to be huge. Hopefully you get to see the baby soon, Gina. Oh, y'all females is rough on the brother. What did I do, Larry? Did I do anything in this live, Larry? I just said I just mentioned where the male G spot is. That's all I did. I didn't say anything else. Everybody else brought up pagan and all that stuff. It's pretty big, but I thought it would have been big. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I just got here. I'm innocent. I'm innocent too. I didn't say I would be. I just was explaining the male anatomy for some people that don't know it. That's all. It was like science class all over again. And Sweetum, see, look at Sweetum. She can't stop tonight. She's on the road to my soul rough, huh, Larry? Oh, you're still fighting the cold? Dang. I know, I think my dry fucking sinus shit is almost over. I don't have to use the inhaler 20 times a day anymore. Here we go again. Oh my goodness, I can't catch a break. I finally caught up on sleep. But today's different. What, you didn't sleep today? Okay, I'm done for real, Larry. You will see about that, Sweetums. Sweetums was a very naughty girl in this live. Very unlike her. I had so much sugar just now. Oh, okay. I was like, what's going on? And you saw how hyper I was off my ice cream when I came in here. I was like, I just had ice cream. I'm hyper. I'm ready to go. You will be back. Edit in 3 comments from now. I thought I would be the bad one tonight, but Sweetums took the trophy. You said something that got blocked again? You didn't see it? I don't see anything else blocked. Oh, congrats on knocking Cobalt up. I think I said that out loud. I don't think it got blocked. Go, you know it. Trophy for Zoe, right. Sweetums, I was gonna go there, but I'm innocent. Oh, look at Sweetums. Also with some vitamin D, Gina. Am I right? Thank you. It was hard work. Oh, yeah. Jesse already did the pegging. You are a third saint, angel baby here, Desi. Get in line. I normally do, but this time I said I'll write out. Wrong choice. Alright, you guys. Well, now that the fun's over, I'm about to hop my butt off of here and go play my game or something because I'm normally up forever because I slept in the middle of the day. I hate sleeping in the middle of the day, but it happens. Guess it's better than no sleep at all. So you guys will have sweet dreams of the Winchester house and pegging. Such a nice combo. It started off with the Chipple and ended with Ghost. You woke up at 8 a.m. Shoot, I went to sleep at like 2 p.m. I'm reading the funniest book right now called September House. It's a horror comedy and it's hilarious. September House, a horror comedy. Yeah, I went to sleep at like 10. I mean, not 10, like 2 or 3 p.m. I didn't wake up till like 10:30 or something. Chipple, the microbean, don't forget. Yeah, all of that stuff. We had a live full of lovely conversations. So you guys, if you missed it, make sure you do the replay. The replay, people, make sure you hit the like button. And thank you guys for coming in and supporting me and talking to me and helping me chat all the way through. Let me see what this hidden thing is. Have fun in your game, girly. Thank you for the live and micro weenie. So that's why it hid it. I was like, why did it hide it? Um. Okay, I'm heading in the shower and then bed. I have a seminar. Oh, good luck with your appointment tomorrow. I was keeping on up telling her about the doomsday here. Yeah, thank you, sweetums. Alright, you guys, have a good night, and I'll see you next time.